Hi everybody, how are you? For some reason, I went live a half an hour ago, but it didn't show up. I don't know what's going on. Did you get this one? So, like I said, I was live a half an hour ago, and for some reason, my live didn't show up. So I apologize. So whoever is coming on now, if you'll let me know that I'm showing and that you're there, we'll start all over again. Because it's not showing me who is on, so you'll just have to say hi. Hi, Betty. Actually, I wasn't late. I was on time, but my video for some reason wasn't showing. I was cooking and showing you guys, but nobody could see me, I guess. So I had to restart. Hi, Barbara. It's okay, Barbara. Guess what? I was on, and my video just for some reason wasn't showing everybody. So I had to restart and start over. Because see, I actually was on. I actually made a pie, but nobody could see me, I guess. So here's the blackberry pie that I got finished for everybody. And I will tell you my recipe for it. And we'll start on the pumpkin one. So because today I'm just going to show you guys prep. I'm doing blackberry pie, pumpkin pie. I'm going to do some stuffed mushrooms and yeah, some spinach and stuff, hors d'oeuvres to show you to get ready and prep because we're doing our Thanksgiving here tomorrow before we head up to Mom and Pa's. So, but I gotta tell you guys something funny. Do you like my I love aprons. So if you guys see aprons and you don't want them or you just grab them, I'm always willing and will take aprons. I got this apron and TJ, the 3-year-old, says, oh, look, Oma, you got the Cookie Man. So, cause the gingerbread men, Cookie Men. Isn't that cute? All right. What I am doing on the blackberry pie, I just did the lattice on it. And on the pumpkin one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something really, if I can quit smacking that knife and stuff. I just want to do some fun little like leaves and stuff, and I see there's a couple other people on here. I just don't know who it is that's on. If you guys can let me know. I have right here, is it like 3/4 cup of brown sugar. I have cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, and ginger. Okay, is what's in my recipe, and I can post that. I have 2 2/3 cups of pumpkin puree right here. And I am going to mix all this together. And I'm also going to beat in 3 eggs. And then here is a 1/2 cup of the evaporated milk and 1 1/2 teaspoons of regular milk. Let me mix all this together first. So how is everybody doing? Like I said, I don't know what happened to the first video. I'm just cooking away, doing the blackberry pie, and look up and there's nobody there. Half an hour into the show, and I'm like, Philip, what's going on? Okay, that's pretty well mixed. See? You doing good, Barbara? Oh, by the way, tell Jimmy that weight that he lost, and I found he's getting it back because I don't want it. Okay. My 3 eggs right here at room temperature. We're going to mix these up really good. There's 1. Oh, and we're going to have a little crunch in these, I see, because we've got the eggshells that we're going to take out. So you guys getting all your stuff ready for Thanksgiving? I went and got the chicken and stuff yesterday to make for Thanksgiving tomorrow. That's what we're having, is chicken. So I'm going to roast a couple big chickens and make homemade stuffing. I don't do the cornbread stuffing. My mother-in-law does that. I do a different kind, so I'm getting that all set. I'll do that in the morning and put the chickens on. And hi, Aunt Sue. Thank you. Are you doing Thanksgiving at your house, Aunt Sue, or where are you going for Thanksgiving? Okay, you take the 3 eggs and you just slightly beat them. You don't want to like beat them too much. And you're going to add those right here to your pie mixture, to that. And you're going to add your milk mixture. And I love these right here. I got these actually for like the grandkids, because these are so flexible and they're nice, and they can bake in these. You can microwave in these, everything. And these are fun to like to bake the cakes and stuff, and they can turn them over and they can make lava cakes, all kinds of stuff in these, and they're fun. And they come with the lids, and they can go from the freezer, microwave, oven, and they're fun. And they come in a whole set, so there's a whole set of them. All right, now I am going to mix this all up. And smells really good. I am not a big pumpkin pie fan, but the boy there, Philip, doesn't eat it either, but he fell in love. You're going to do Thanksgiving there? Is everybody's coming over there, or? Philip doesn't like pumpkin pie, but he fell in love with the pumpkin cheesecake bread that I made. So, but all the boys like pumpkin pie, so I'm making all of this for them. Yeah, we're having Thanksgiving for the kids, for all the kids and the grandkids here tomorrow, and then we'll go up to my in-laws and do Thanksgiving up there. Okay, Now this will make a nice big thick pumpkin pie, or you can, there's enough here to make 2 of the thin pumpkin pies. So now what I'm going to do is move that off to the side, and we're going to take this nice, I love this, isn't that pretty? And we are going to pour this in here. This is a nice thing about being ambidextrous, is I can use both hands. It's easier with my left hand though, but this will work for right now. Okay. And we're gonna put this in here. Okay. Oh, got a little sloppy there. I don't like that. Okay. Now, let's see. All right, what we're gonna do, and this is the fun part. Hi, Kim. How are you? This is the really fun part. This is what I like. Okay. Now, I have this extra dough that I have here from the pie crust. You just make what you do is you make extra dough. Then you want to just roll it out. Don't ever throw your extra pie dough and all that stuff away, because you know what, you can freeze it and keep it, and this is really fun to do. Take your extra dough, roll it, and grab your cookie cutters, okay? And I'm going to take my cookie cutters, these really cute leaves, and I'm going to cut out some leaves, and I am going to put them on my pumpkin pie. I'm going to cut out some of these really cute maple leaves, and put them around. And you know what, if you do this, you can even cut out some extras, put them on wax paper or on parchment paper, put them in the freezer and put them in a bag and keep them. Now you can mix and match. I have an acorn. I think I'm going to put an acorn right in the center. I think that would be really cute. Put an acorn in the center of this. I didn't have a pumpkin one that was small enough. So then we're going to put an acorn on this. We're going to put, you know what, we're just going to do acorns across the center. Like that. And we'll do this other leaf along the other side. So we'll just have the 3 leaves going around. I just think that would be kind of something different. And then I'll show everybody the blackberry pie that I did while my video was not working, that I thought everybody was watching. Okay, and there is the pumpkin pie. And I'm going to actually do the rest of this dough later. And I'm going to cut out more little things. But see, I mean, you can just take that dough, roll it back up, and just use it all. And freeze these, and then once they're frozen, just put them in a baggie and save them for Christmas for your next pies or whatever. Why waste all that? And I'm going to actually put it over here and save it for later. And then I'm going to show you the pie. Oops. Now, isn't this pretty? I think it's very pretty. And then you just want to put this in your oven, and what you're going to do is you're going to want to cover your edges if you have a pie shield cover, or you can take foil and put it around the edges. Okay? And you're going to put that in a preheated oven. You're going to take that and you're going to want to put that in for 10 minutes at 400 degrees. And then you're going to put your oven back down. You're going to reduce it to 375 and you're going to bake it for another 30 minutes, okay? And you're going to check it. And you're going to see if it comes out clean, and if it does, it's all done. Now, for those of you who did not see the blackberry pie, what I did is I just fluted and did a lattice work or lattice work, however you want to say it, on here. And I'm going to do an egg wash on both of the pies. And what I do is I take a little bit of egg and I just mix it, whisk it, and I brush it. And I take my little brush here, and I love these from Pampered Chef. They've got the handle on it, so you can hang it over the bowl, or if you keep your utensils in a little jar like I do by the stove, it can hang on the edge so that your bristles and all that stuff don't ever get messed up. And I just take it and I just put it all around, and I take the egg wash, put it on here, and then I take a little bit of milk and I'll put it on top of that, and then I sprinkle it with a little bit of sugar, and it comes out very pretty because it's like nice and like toasty and shiny, and it's really pretty and it sparkles. Okay, so this is that, and I will post the recipe that I have of this. And this makes a thinner pie because our son-in-law wanted me to make him a thin pie, not a thick one. He wanted the thin one. So this is the blackberry one, and it's made with fresh blackberries. So, and now what I'm going to do is I am making make-ahead things is what I'm doing for tomorrow. Now, I already took mushrooms, and what I did is I took the stems out, I washed them, or I cleaned them, and cleaned out the insides. You don't, with mushrooms, I like doing, if I'm going to stuff them, I like doing the bellas, because they're just a little bit more firm than the white mushrooms, okay? When you do them, they just seem to hold up better. When you're going to stuff mushrooms, you don't want to make them really thin. So I take like the paring knife and I just cut right around the edges, and then I take a spoon and I carve out the inside. But I leave them a little bit thick, okay? As you can see, it's not thin, but it's not thick. I leave it so that it is, you know, there is a little bit of thickness there, okay? Otherwise, they just flop. So what we're going to do is, this is my own recipe also. So, and you can adjust everything to however you want and what you want in yours. So what I put in mine is I put green onions, and I put the whole green onion. We wash them. We cut off the very end where the root is, and I'm going to put some of them in. And we have crab. Sometimes I'll put sausage or shrimp, but all right, Barbara, you have a great day, hon. I love ya, and I will talk to you later. Sometimes I do shrimp, sometimes I'll do sausage, sometimes I do crab, Sometimes I just do cheese. Today we are doing crab with cream cheese. So this is just a different one that we are doing today. So we're gonna take, and this right here, this chopper is amazing. I mean, I love this chopper. So as you saw, I put my green onion and my crab in here together. And I'm going to chop this up. And it will actually chop these up very fine. I'm going to grab some gloves here. And I will take that to take a out, okay? Are you guys having turkey and all that, Aunt Sue, for Thanksgiving? Sorry, I'm really, really thirsty. Okay, I'm gonna shake it here a little. Okay, now I'm going to show you. I love this chopper. It will take anything and make it very fine. However much, I mean, it will cut it as fine as you want it. You can see how fine that is. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites. I know everybody has their favorites, and this happens to be one of mine. I'm going to put the glove on here and take all the ingredients out. Okay. Okay. I am going to mix in just a couple of panko. Hey Peggy, how are you? I'm glad you did catch me. I know I don't see you that often. How are you guys feeling? I'm buffering. All right, now I have some cream cheese that I have out that has been, it's softened, pardon me. We're gonna add that. To the mixture. Well, we'll keep you in our prayers. Are you all set for Thanksgiving, or? Okay, now I put cream cheese in there. And I have my handy dandy spices. Everybody knows I love my spices. My husband made a comment, I don't know, not long ago. He says, I think we have the most stocked spice cabinet of anybody. All right, now this is my own homemade garlic powder, and I love it. I do my own. And I'm going to put in about, a half a teaspoon. Okay. Gotcha. Well, we're doing chicken here, so. Okay, now this is Pampered Chef's new seasoning salt. It's really good. And you can find it on my site. And right now I am doing a party, and it's for my birthday, and all the proceeds for it are going to everything that I'm making off of this is going to help the front line, and all the donations are going like to the police department and all that stuff. So if you buy all the money that, like the hostess, which is me, it would be going for that, and then I will use my rewards to buy for them. So please go purchase something and help support them. This is homemade celery salt, and I put about a half a teaspoon of that in here also. This is homemade parsley from the herb garden. Yeah, everything I'm doing today, Peggy, is going to be for our Thanksgiving here tomorrow with the kids. And this is probably about a teaspoon of parsley. And onion powder, which I haven't made any yet this year, so I'm going to do right about a half a teaspoon. So this recipe is basically really easy, and it's really good to use and stuff your mushrooms with. Now what you want to do is put them in like a foil lined pan, and I'm going to make these and put these in tomorrow just before everybody gets here so that they are nice and hot and warm when they get here. And so you can make these ahead of time and put these in the refrigerator, cover them up, and then pull them out just before you want to put them in the oven and everybody gets here, okay? Put them in your air fryer, which is probably what I'm going to do. And then just pull them out and have them for tomorrow. So what I am doing is I am prepping everything to get it ready for it. This chopper right here, that chopper, okay, let me put another glove on. right, now when you do your mushrooms, you never want to really over stuff because they tend to come up. That is the that's not the handheld chopper. That's the oh, of course you would ask, and I'll send it to you. How's that, Peggy? Because right now I can't even think. I love it. It's lasted me for, I've had that one for probably 8, 9 years. That's the, I'll think about it. Because I could tell you if you hadn't asked. But you want to stuff them till about right at the cap. Okay? And what I'm going to do is, after, when these get to be almost done, I'm going to put some fresh grated Parmesan on top of them and serve them. Oh, they will be, they're so good. I mean, who needs to go to a seafood restaurant or anything to get, you know, your seafood or your stuffed mushrooms? And, you know, you pay, what, $10 for like 4 or 6 of these things? Fully on that. Come to my house. If you want to, I mean, if you want to be charged that much, come to my house and I'll serve you. You can tip me, and, I mean, I'll give you a bill. I'll give you better service too. Yeah, that chopper right there, you can even make ice cream and sherbet in that chopper. Trust me, I've done it. Make salsa on that chopper too. So, we're going to stuff all of these. And like I said, this is just, I mean, one of my easy peasy mushrooms. I stuff them with shrimp, with, I do a loaded cheese one, all different kinds of mushrooms. This is, I just thought this would be a fun one to do. So but I mean, it's always fun to make this stuff ahead, you know, and have your company be able to eat something while you're, you know, getting everything out and prepared, and then they can talk and have a little fellowship before, you know. Or have something to munch on afterward. And we make up, I love doing this, and at the holidays and at Christmas time with all the cheese balls and, you know, the nice little snack table. And I enjoy this kind of stuff. I just think it's so much, you know, fun to entertain and have, you know, all that. I don't know, I think people need people, and that's what this 2020 just driving me crazy. Because when people are allowed to see people again, they better watch out, because I'm going to be hugging everybody. I don't care. Strangers, everybody. Better watch out. Because I'm going to go up to people in the store and say, come here, I'm going to hug you. Okay. Now, these are all stuffed. All right. And I'm going to put this off to the side now. And take these gloves off. And grab this. You missed the pies, Peggy. I got the pies all done. And we're going to put this off. And this is what they look like. So what you're going to do is just cover them with foil. Tomorrow you're going to, if you have an air fryer, put them in the air fryer for right around 8 minutes or so. Take them out, you're going to look at them, and they're not going to all fit on one tray. So after about 4 minutes, you're going to switch trays and put them back in, and just check them. And then if you want, you can do some fresh grated Parmesan on them, or any other kind of cheese that you want if you want. And there you go. You have your nice little stuffed mushrooms. Okay? So we're going to put these over here. And we have that down. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to do some spinach crescent roll appetizers. Okay? So let me get out the crescent rolls. And the good thing about what I do... Hi, Heather. How are you? Have you heard from Paula today? I tried to get a hold of her, but I haven't heard from her. I hope she's okay. The good thing about what I am doing is, let me grab my pan here. And I love these. I'm doing very well, thank you. These are our cookie sheets, our Pampered Chef cookie sheets. They are absolutely amazing. They're nice and heavy, but not too heavy, but they're made very, very well. Okay? Now, for this, and like I said, what's really nice about, almost all the things I make is, if there's an Aldi by you or something, you can get all this stuff at Aldi, and it doesn't cost you a fortune, okay? So, cheap, inexpensive, not cheap. Inexpensive, frugal, the way to go. My husband always tells me, honey, do the Dutch thing. So, what we're going to do is we've got our spinach. It's right here. You need 1 box of spinach that is chopped spinach, frozen. You're going to squeeze it and get you're going to thaw it and squeeze it and get all of the liquid out. And I already did that. Okay? And then we're going to need mozzarella and Parmesan. And I've got that. Oh, and I didn't tell you guys, if you, hey Mutt, how are you? You grab some envelopes here. I also didn't tell you guys, the first person to place a qualifying order on my party for my birthday, for the benefit to help the front line, you're going to receive a nice gift, and a nice Christmas gift too. Yes. Okay, now for this is also one that you can, we're making ahead, and tomorrow we're going to stick it in the oven just before and have it ready for when they get here, and it's going to be a nice little appetizer. So what we're going to do is we're going to, you take You take your spinach, and like I said, it's a 10-ounce frozen box that you can find in the freezer section. And you're going to let it thaw, and then you're going to squeeze all of the liquid out. Okay? And then you're going to take a half a cup of mozzarella. And what we're going to do is we're going to grate that right in here. Yeah, I haven't heard from her today, and I tried to call her, but she didn't answer, so I hope she's okay. I'm going to grab a knife here. Okay. And this should be right about half a cup, so we're going to grate this. I love this grater. I mean, it just grates so wonderful. So we're going to grate it right in with the spinach that I've already squeezed and gotten all of the liquid out. So we're going to just put it right in here. And I never, ever, ever use pre-shredded cheese, ever. First of all, you can get more for your money by using cheese, the black cheese, and shredding it and grating it yourself. Second of all, they put sawdust and other chemicals in pre-shredded cheese to keep it from bunching up and sticking together. So not only are you paying more money to keep it for it to be shredded, but you're also paying to have chemicals and all that stuff put into your body. And you're getting less for your money, so always just buy it already in a block and shred it yourself. You are better off, okay? This shredder is amazing, but if you're not careful, it will also shred your knuckles and your skin. And I do have a guard that can go on here. I just didn't take it out. Okay, so now let's put this back in here, and we will put it away. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Heather. So what's everybody having for dinner tonight? And we need 1/4 cup of the Parmesan cheese, and this is fresh Parmesan. So we're going to grate about 1/4 cup. Right in with the other. Yeah, we're having leftovers and stuff because I want to clear the fridge before we do our big dinner and all that. So there's 1/4 cup. Okay, now what we're going to do is we need 1/2 cup of softened cream cheese, and here is my cream cheese. Okay, and put our measuring cups here. Okay. here. And it's 1/4. And so right above. Okay, so here is a 1/2 cup. There we go. All right. Take that out of there. And what we're going to do is we're going to chop up a couple more green onions. A couple here. Okay. And we'll put that up there. We'll do this. Grab some parchment paper. We want to line our pan here with some parchment paper to make this. So are you doing a big dinner, Heather, at your house? Are you cooking? You're not sure? Oh no, that was for dinner. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of my garlic. I'm gonna put about a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic. Like I said, and I'm gonna do some of the Pampered Chef seasoning salt in here. Not much, just a couple of shakes. And I'm gonna put the green onion in here. Okay, and we are going to, whoops, sorry. We're also going to take an egg, but we're only going to take the yolk. But we want to save the egg white. So we're going to put that in a separate little bowl here because we're going to use that before we're done. So we're going to take the egg yolk and we're going to put that in there. And we're going to mix all this together. Okay? And this is going to make a nice little treat. For your little snack table to go on, and you know, you can take some cheese crackers, make up a cheese ball. I'm gonna put a couple of cheese balls out with some cheese and some crackers, and put this and the mushrooms out. And just have a pretty little snack table to have, you know, while getting the table all set and ready for everybody to eat dinner. So, now what we're going to do is, I'm going to put this up here so it doesn't get knocked over right at the moment. This over there. Make some room here. I need a great big huge industrial kitchen. Yes. I could make a wish to Santa. That would be my wish. Santa, bring me a bring me a great big huge industrial kitchen. What with my raw egg? Well, you gotta put that in here to just puts it all together. Okay, now, see, I still have a clean hand. I'm gonna pull this one off, and I'm gonna grab putting that here. You see, everybody's like, what is a pinch? What is a palm? I mean, your measurements, okay? There we go. I love these mats. This one will tell you a thumb. Here's a thumb or a pinch. This is another thumb. This is a palm. 2 handfuls, 1 handful, and a fist. This right here tells you measurements when people tell you things like that. And up here, here's an inch, and this is centimeters. These flexible cutting mats are really cool. I love them. They come in a set of 3, and they all have different helpful hints on them. All right, now, what did I do with the pan? Here they are. Okay, this is really cool because I don't like raw egg either, but you know what? I cook with eggs. So, all right, what we're gonna do is this right here is crescent rolls. We are going to open this and we are going to fill our mixture up with that. And all of the stuff that I made today can be put in a refrigerator and ready for tomorrow, which is the good thing. So what we are going to do is we're taking these, putting them there. I love this trash can. You don't even have to touch anything. So we are going to unroll these. And everybody knows crescent rolls come in triangles. So we are taking these And we're going to cut each one of these triangles into another. We are taking a tablespoon Oh, will you quit making fun of the way I talk? That's Philip's job. He does that pretty well. Okay, now you take a spoonful of the filling and you're going to put that on your crescent roll here. And what you're going to do is you are going to roll it. Okay? I have a peeping Tom or peeping Philip. And you're going to set them down. The only thing is that this peeping Philip doesn't get to eat any of my cooking today. Not until tomorrow. Do you think maybe we can get him to get another can of these crescent rolls out of the fridge? He's such a dork. You're such a dork. I don't think my laptop needs rabbit ears. Oh my. You're gonna get me another can of crescent rolls out of the fridge? My husband is over there making faces at me on the other side of the bar here. Oh. Oh my gosh. If you guys could see him right now. Oh my. Honey, they're in this fridge over here. In the door. They're in this fridge over here in the door. Oh my. Oh, yes. Oh, and then when you are done with all of these, what you want to do is that Aggie that is making fun of me for the way I say it, you take it. You're not going to come on camera, darling? You're such a dork. You take it and you egg wash these. Oh, and then these you are going to bake at 350 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes. Mutt says not to use the rolling pin on you. Oh. And then you have these nice little, they're like little, kind of like little hot pockets is what they're actually kind of like. And everybody can have a little snack. Have their little snacks before dinner, and they're all set. I mean, what are you guys all making? Are you making like hors d'oeuvres or anything before dinner? Or are you just serving dinner? Or are you going to someone else's house and bringing a side dish? Or what is everybody else doing? Hi, Christy. Right now I am making some spinach crescent roll-ups. They are, they have got, I took 10 ounces of frozen spinach and let it thaw, and squeezed it all out, all the liquid out. And then I took half a block of cream cheese, softened cream cheese, and I took some green onion and minced it up really fine. I took half a cup of mozzarella, a fourth a cup of fresh Parmesan. I took some onion powder, garlic powder. I took an egg yolk, and I mixed it all together. And I took some crescent rolls, and you know, you can get all that stuff at Aldi's, very, very inexpensive. And that's one of the appetizers that I am making for tomorrow. All the stuff that I'm making today, I am putting in the fridge, and it can all be popped in the oven for tomorrow. And that's what I like about all the stuff that I did today. I will show you and put pictures of it all. I also made a pumpkin pie and put different leaves on it. I made crab and cheese stuffed mushroom caps in the blackberry pie. Ooh, hello. So that is what I did today. Now tomorrow, I'm making chicken, and I'm baking a couple chickens, and I'm making stuffing, but I'm not making, everybody down here in Texas does like a cornbread stuffing, and I am not a big cornbread stuffing maker, but my mother-in-law is making that for Thanksgiving. So I am making our traditional, I guess it would be a Yankee stuffing. Mine has like cranberries and apple and no, they look like kind of like, I guess you were gonna say a hot pocket. I don't know. Here, watch how I do it. I take the crescent roll, take the triangle. Let me cut this like this. Whoops. And I'm just taking a spoonful and putting it at the end like this, at the large end, if you can see that. And I'm just rolling it down toward the point. And then I'm taking the ends like this and I'm folding it in, I guess like a diaper. I don't know how else to explain it. And just rolling that point around. And just gonna do that. And then I'm gonna egg wash it. Oh, do they taste like pinwheels? No, they're hot. And I don't know, I guess I always do pinwheels. To me, I always think of pinwheels as being cold, I guess. So I don't know. I always think of pinwheels as being cold. So, I guess this kind of would remind me of a hot pocket or something. I don't know, like a spinach hot pocket. I don't know. I don't know. They're good. I mean, that much I know. And you can freeze them. I mean, take them and freeze them and then have them, you know. Like I said, my stuffing I'm making has cranberries, apple, mushrooms, celery, onions, bread, crumbs, of course, the chicken stock, thank you, Christy. And then tomorrow I'm also making an apple cobbler. One of our boys has been asking for like a blackberry pie. He wanted it thin. And then the other one wants pumpkin pie, and so I made that, and I'll show you that. And then the other one wants apple cobbler. So that's what I'm doing. And then I'm making green bean casserole, mashed potatoes and gravy. The stuffing, I'm making a family recipe called green rice. And yes, you're absolutely right, Betty. This will be light and fluffy and flaky, not like a flour tortilla. You're absolutely right. Yes. These, you're absolutely right. These will be light and flaky, just like a crescent roll. Yes. And that's what I'm going for, is something light, flaky, you know, just something different. You just want to make sure that you get all the seams covered, is the big thing when you're rolling. Is to do that. So let's cover all your seams. Wrap in, and roll. And we'll roll, wrap, and tuck. Kind of, like I said, it's kind of like doing a diaper in a way. I mean, there you go. And we have those. We'll put this off to the side. This off to the side. And I'm going to show you. And that's what those look like. Whoa. Without the parchment paper slipping. And this I'm going to take, and I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to brush this on. Here. Space these a little bit out like here. So that there. Nice and spaced. There we go. And I'm going to cover these up. And these are ready to go into the oven tomorrow. And what I'm going to do is they're going to go in for, like I said, 350 degrees. And they're going to go in for like 12 to 14 minutes right in there. You want them to be nice and golden brown. And they're all set. Okay? And they're yummy served just like that. Okay? Then you can just put them right in the oven and right from there to the table, and they're all set. Let me show you the pies again. And I know, Christy, you missed the mushroom caps. And here's the mushrooms. They're crab and cheese. And they have some other stuff in it. And I will put the recipe down for that on the site too. And these I'm gonna cover and put in the refrigerator, and these can be popped right in the air fryer, which is what I'm gonna do, or in the oven, and served tomorrow right along with the spinach hors d'oeuvres for snacks, you know, before or after dinner. You know, if you're just gonna sit around, have some, you know, have a beer or wine or drink and talk after or before. Okay, so that's what those are. And here's our pie. This is the blackberry pie, and I did the lattice work on it. Okay, so what we're going to do with this right here, with our pies, are, I'm going to wash this off. Now, and let me grab the other pie while I'm at it. This is the pumpkin pie that I did. And this one, like I said, I just decorated it. I put some acorn right down the center and some maple leaves and some other leaves on the other side. Thank you. Oh, I know. I wish I had some morel mushrooms too. I want to go morel mushroom hunting so bad. Okay, I'm going to crack an egg here. And I'm going to take the egg white. I miss morel hunting. They don't have them down here. Heck, I was trying to find some chestnuts and they don't even have those down here. They don't have chestnut trees. Okay, I'm gonna do my little leaves here. I'm going to gently brush them with this. Just very gently. And I'm going to very gently brush the crust. Now, like I said, you always want to remember to cover your crust. Right here with a crust with a pie protector. And you can always take it off at the end to let it, get a little golden if you want. But you want to be careful because this is what breaks and burns first. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of sugar and I'm going to sprinkle it on the leaves. Okay? Not a lot, but just a little. Tiny little bits. And when that bakes, it's going to sparkle. Okay? Now I'm going to put a little bit around the edge here. It's going to just make a really pretty sparkle. Okay? And we're going to move this back over here. Doesn't take a lot, just a little. And we are going to do that to our blackberry pie. And just gently glaze over top. I was making something yesterday and Micah, who everybody knows Micah, my 21-year-old kitty cat, I dropped an egg on the floor. Well, for being old and blind and not even really being able to walk, when something falls on the floor, he can still move at that point. I mean, he's got like jet engines. I mean, that boy can move when it comes to food, okay? And I had never seen him do this, but he ate that egg yesterday. I was like, wow. So should have named him Hoover instead of Micah when he was a kitten. That's all I have to say. That boy, I'll tell you what. Okay, and then we're going to go around just very gently. You don't want to like plaster, but you just kind of want to do it. Okay, and take your sugar. And go around the edge here. And if you don't have crust protectors, the pie crust protectors, you can always make it out of tin foil and cover it with foil. I have them on my website also, or you can always get them online. But they are something that is good to have. You do want to have them. Okay, pies are done. The mushrooms are done. Everything is done, and we are done. So, is there anything that anybody else would like to see? I mean, I can whip up a quick cheese ball and show you guys a quick cheese ball if you want, or we can be done.